Beautiful, beautiful tree. Good afternoon, guys. Thank you for tuning in and joining me on this beautiful afternoon autumn walk through Beaver, Pennsylvania. Mario's is already open for lunch. For you folks in Beaver County who haven't been here yet, you need to get your butt over here. They have really good food. Good drink too. Oh, what the hell's going on up here? It's PennDOT or somebody. I know you can't see it yet, but might be the railroad. Because the bridge is right here. Well, the start of it, of the P&L bridge. Look at the size of that tree, man. It's enormous. Wow, it's beautiful out here today. The air is crisp and fresh. You can hear that beautiful breeze. I had to go to Giant Eagle in Rochester and pick up a prescription. And it's so nice out, I decided to walk and do a vlog. This part here was also built in 1908. Stuff I've already filmed, but that's Wright Construction or whatever it is. See, Universal 1909, my bad, 1909. Now they're doing something on a road over here. Well, there's a lot of people at the Air Heritage Museum. Jeez. Man, you're not going to believe. Last week, some dude came up to me, not into my face, but he asked me for my credentials, why I'm carrying a camera around and taking pictures of people's homes, because that's what I was doing. And I was taking pictures of some of the, the nicer homes here in Beaver, and he confronted me about it. He's like, who do you work for? Where's your website? Blah, blah, blah. And I said, I didn't get belligerent with him. I didn't swear at him. I said, I ain't got to tell you nothing. He's like, I'm going to call the cops on you. I said, go ahead. I said, make sure you give him my description. And I had I had a black hat on. It was backwards. I had my dark blue sweat coat on, and I said, make sure you give out all that. He said, I will. You can bet on that. And that was the end of it. He was trying to, you know, throw scare tactics at me, but it's not illegal to film anything. I wasn't committing crimes. I was just taking pictures. I wasn't even recording video. Wasn't doing anything. And he got real upset. I wish I actually would have filmed that. It would have been great for YouTube, because there's a lot of videos on YouTube like that on there. And yeah, this guy was a real jerk. I'm like, dude, you really got nothing better to do? It's my, I asked him, I even asked him, I said, is this your house? He's like, no, it's my neighbor's house. I'm like, well, then what's the problem? I don't need your permission to take a photograph of your neighbor's house. It was just in decorative style, and I liked it, and I took a snapshot of it. I have a whole album of Beaver, Pennsylvania. Of houses, of relics, of a lot of stuff, as you know. He was a real jerk. I said, go ahead, call the police. And he just walked away. His last words, oh, I'm calling him. I said, go ahead. I said, I want you to. That's the first time I ever really had an experience like that filming. Now, I've had similar incidences where, you know, people have come up to me and said, what are you doing? I said, I'm just making a film. They're like, oh, okay. And just walk away. This guy, but he really wanted to pursue it. And I didn't back down, and he saw that I wasn't backing down, so I guess he just kind of gave up. He was a young guy, probably in his 30s. I'm wondering how he saw me take a picture of his neighbor's house. What was he looking at? Oh, a bird's nest fell out of the tree. And I've explored down there. Looks like there's a lot of fallen timber down there. Huh. Don't think the camera's picking up the water, but that's a nice home too. It's older, but it's nice. A lot of nice homes here. This home on the corner is nothing short of extraordinary. I'm gonna show it to you. This one's well manicured. Look at that. Both of them are actually, but this one here, the brick, I don't care for the color of the brick too much. It's kind of bright, but it's beautiful. It does have a sting to it where it stands out. Probably the most handsome alley you'll ever see in Pennsylvania. Yeah, just this house is, oh my goodness. Look at that. That's the side. Something out of a Christopher Lee horror movie, but in a nice way though, you know what I'm saying? Okay, now I've got all these people. Hello. And all these mama babies out with their strollers. Just look at that, huh? Oh my. Beaver is a beautiful town. I would say it's the most beautiful town in Beaver County. I don't think anything really matches up to it. There may be certain sections of other towns but on the whole, I'd say this is the most beautiful, ornate town that we have. I don't think it's an opinion, I think it's a fact. A fact, I suppose, that can be debated, but I think you get the point. There's your river, guys. There's your bridge. There's a nice thumbnail. We're coming up to the park here. There's two nice homes here on the end. The end of this block here on River Road. Depending on which side you live in Beaver, this is the beginning of River Road. And it stretches all the way almost, but not quite, into Vanport. That's a nice home. Oh, lovely tree. Lovely, most loveliest time of the year. Leonardo da Vinci said it best. He said that nature was the best painter. And from all this glorious color, I think he's right. I wouldn't argue with Leonardo. There you go. Beautiful home. Beautiful home. Now I'm going to walk up this sidewalk and I'm going to cut up to the next block. There's the side of it. That's the side. There's the park. Oh, look at that tree. Wow. Look at the homes. Beaver's also one of the last towns to have brick roads. I remember growing up in Aliquippa, they had, where I lived in Sheffield, and Hollywood was before Plan 12, the section called Hollywood. After you got past, no, let me think. Oh, okay. As soon as you got into Hollywood, Main Street was still a yellow brick road, I think. Then after you got past the bridge, the Plan 12 bridge, it was red. That's a hell of a yard that guy got across the street. That's a nice chunk of land right there. Beautiful. That home is extraordinary. Oh, for a minute I thought that was an eagle in the air. It's a seagull. Because yes, we do have eagles here in Beaver. I filmed those before. We're gonna hang a left here to Kamala Harris. Okay. What year? What year? Can't read it. Beautiful homes here. Beautiful. Oh, this one's for sale. Let's go take a look. Oh, I just love the color. That's a nice home. Huh. Very nice. Expo Realty. That's a nice home too, across the street. And this is the most nice home right here. There's people out there and I don't want to put them on film, but that is an unbelievable home. Wow. It's like a colonial style home. But you know what? I saw pictures of it online. And yes, it's beautiful. But for the amount of money, it's like a, I think it sold between $600 and $700. And they have one gas fireplace in that whole place. And I thought they would have at least one natural burning fireplace, and it is not equipped with that. What's my point? Well, if I'm going to spend that amount of money on a house, I want a wood burning fireplace. I want 2 wood burning fireplaces. My uncle built his house in Hopewell, and he's got 2 wood burning fireplaces, and he didn't pay nowhere near that. He bought a piece of land when it was cheap. This was back in the 60s, I think, and he built a home. He wasn't a millionaire, he just worked in J&L. Same with this house up here. There's another one. This house was owned by a doctor. This one coming up over here. I don't know if I'm gonna put it on film, but no, it's down there. My bad, we already passed it. So he was a doctor, and he put his house on the market for $820,000. The same thing. Beautiful inside, don't get me wrong, but again, that's just my preference. Some people don't care about a fireplace, and that's perfectly fine. I do. I can't imagine a house without a nice cozy fireplace. That's just me. That's just me. Feel free to disagree. It's cool. I'm tolerable of a gas fireplace, but I'm going to end the video here at Matthew Stanley Quay's house, the infamous senator of Pennsylvania who was friends with Abraham Lincoln. And the front of this porch that you're seeing here, which I'm going to show here in a minute in a better view, Rudyard Kipling sat on that porch with Mr. Quay. There you go, the Matthew Quay house. Beautiful. It was just freshly painted about 3 years ago. That was Mr. Quay's house. The very person I saw, whose grave you've seen in my other videos of the Beaver Cemetery, who won the Congressional Medal of Honor in the Civil War. Which, yeah, this brings us to the conclusion right here. Guys, have a very safe autumn afternoon. Enjoy the beautiful sunshine if you're here in the state of Pennsylvania and Beaver County. And I'll see you in the next video.